Hey students, Dr. Shell here. This is not one of my high quality produced videos. I just want to give you some feedback on the last assignment. Many students made the same mistake, and I sort of want to help you as you look toward the next assignment about trying to find fake news, that you don't make the same mistake that some of you made on the biases. So what you're looking for is you're looking for somebody who's committing the act of promoting fake news, or in the case of the biases, you were looking for somebody who, through their writing, their post, or their article, was demonstrating that they had this bias, not a discussion about it. So it's really important that you need to find an example of somebody actually demonstrating that they have a bias, as opposed to an article discussing it. The same thing with fake news. So what I've done here is I've included in this announcement an example of an example. So my example is about a person on Facebook saying that Kamala Harris didn't swear on the Bible, but she put her purse between the Bible and herself. And then there's some other, not in this one, but other posts that suggest that that's what Satanists do. They can't touch the Bible. And that's completely false. That's a lie. And I demonstrate that no, she had two Bibles, and one was her family Bible of a family friend, and one is the Bible of Thurgood Marshall. And if you look at it from another angle, and if you watch the video, you can clearly see that she has two Bibles there. And so that person is pushing a lie. That's the definition of fake news. So I want you to find an example of somebody actually promoting fake news, not an article talking about fake news. Now, the articles might help you know what you're looking for. So the same is true about the biases. So many of you found examples discussing the biases, but you didn't find an example of somebody showing that they have that bias. One of the people that did a good job was talking about the examples of President Trump firing people who didn't agree with him. And they were showing that that's an example of either in-group thinking or confirmation bias, so that you basically have this idea that you're just going to surround yourself with people that agree with you. And so they had an example of the president doing that, and then they discussed in-group bias or a confirmation bias. And some of you found really good articles talking about different kinds of biases, but I'm wanting you to be able to find real examples, because it's really important that you be able to see it in the wild when people actually use it. So as you're looking for fake news, you want to find an actual example of somebody promoting something that is a lie, that they know is a lie. They're simply pushing it out there because they have some sort of agenda or a bias or whatever. But for whatever reason, they're actually telling a lie for some reason. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. So there's a little explanation, and I've given you an example. So I want everybody to be really successful on the next assignment. So this is Dr. Shell, sauntering on.